7 WTN, I just need it to get to 50 degrees within the next 10 days. Is it going to get to 50 degrees within the next 10 days? I don't think so, but that's what I need to happen. 7 minutes after 5 o'clock. It's not all about me, but mostly it's about me. 7 minutes after the hour on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. My name is Matt Murphy. This is the Matt Murphy Radio Show. Happy to have you involved on a Wednesday edition, Jan 21. It is episode 961, and it is day 366 of the Trump administration's second term as president of the United States of America. We like to remind you of the day the days that Trump has been in office because it freaks the liberals out so much. 615-737-9986. Been discussing immigration with our friend Cameron Smith. He's gone now, and we will continue to talk about said same with you on the Super Talk lines at 615-737-9986. Also, there are not a lot of details coming out of Davos regarding the deal that Donald Trump has said has been struck with regard to Greenland. Cameron and I were talking off air just before he left, and he and I are on the same page that if you dismiss Trump's effort to secure Greenland as an act of, a guy that doesn't know what he's doing or just, idle chit chat, then you don't know the history that the United States of America has in dabbling in this, and you don't know the significance of Greenland. Greenland is not significant in terms of, the amount of people that are on that island. It's only about 57,000, I believe it is. It is massively significant when it comes to its geopolitical position on the globe and the resources that it has underneath its ice, both of which the United States of America would very much like to obtain. Donald Trump is not the first president that has attempted this. I think Harry Truman did it. I want to say Eisenhower did it. There have been many presidents that have engaged in overtures to Denmark in their own individual ways in an effort to secure Greenland. I like Cameron's idea. Just throw him a $700 billion. I mean, free money, free money, free money, free money, free money, free money, free money. Just throw them $700 billion. Just write it off. The estimate, and I'm using Cameron's number here. I did not know this. I'll look it up in a moment, but not that I don't trust him, but the estimate is that rare earth minerals alone, there's like $4 trillion worth of rare earth minerals. Now, obviously, it has to be accessed. That's going to cost a lot of money, and some of it is cost prohibitive in terms of your ability to get to it. At the same time, there is an ROI in Greenland, a tremendous ROI, not to mention from a geopolitical standpoint, Russia, China, and the like. So anyone dismissing this as just the rantings of a madman in 25th Amendment, I mean, you're not taking this seriously. And I can't take you seriously if you don't understand the significance of acquiring that piece of property. It goes back to, I think, William Seward, the Secretary of State, that engaged in the purchase of Alaska, wanted to buy Greenland too. So that is in the 1860s we're talking about. And William Seward orchestrated the purchase of Alaska, and I forget how much it was. Hey, Jackson, fact check me on this. William Seward purchase of Alaska for how much? I just need to know the monetary amount that we pay. I want to say it was like $7.5 million. And at the time in the 1860s, late 1850s, that was a tremendous amount of money. You can also fact check me on the year that we bought it. I want to say it was 1850 something.
1867 for $7.2 million.
$7.2 million. You think we got a good ROI on that? I think we got a good ROI on that. Oil resources alone. I think we could count up the amount of caribou meat we've eaten. And we got a pretty good ROI on that. Now, Greenland and Alaska are two different places and two different regions and two different topographies and all of that. And Alaska is not under a mile thick sheet of ice. Greenland is, for the most part. But Donald Trump says that they've, look, you can laugh and joke and have a good time with it. And that's fine. That's fine. I don't fault commentators that choose to do that, or you can understand the significance of this possibility. The seriousness and the significance of the possibility of us acquiring at least the opportunity to own the mineral rights, the opportunity to utilize that as a base of operation for what Donald Trump's calling the Golden Dome, that's an asset, friends. And that's a good place to be. So from a negotiation standpoint, all right, Jackson, I'm buying a car from you. All right? I want your car and you want some money. And what kind of car you want to be selling me? You get to pick the car. What kind of car do you want to sell? You're selling your car, which is?
A 2025 Lamborghini Aventador.
Okay. I must have more money than I thought because I'm going to have to spend a couple of bucks to acquire that Lambo, that 2025 Lambo. Is that did Carson Beck sell you that after he lost the NAD championship? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay. So, Jackson, I'm going to go ahead and offer you $1,000 for that car.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you need?
Ooh. About $500.
$500?
No.
$500,000?
Yes.
All right. How about $2,000?
No.
How about I lease the car from you for $5,000 a month for the next year, and we see how it works out? Now we're negotiating. See?
10 a month.
See, now we're starting to negotiate. So I don't have to buy it. I don't have to acquire it. Donald Trump claims that they've come to a term or at least the framework of a structured deal that would not necessarily out and out buy that Lamborghini, as Jackson and I were negotiating. But what it would do is give us the right to ownership of it for all practical purposes. I like it. Like everything about it. Jeff has been holding on the subject of immigration. Stephen and Jonathan will get to you momentarily. Mike is also holding. We will not get to him until 6:58 in the p.m. And then I said if he held that long, we'll give him the final moment. Hey, Jeff, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for having me on. Great show. Love your Friday segment. But what I was calling about, and good segment on Greenland, by the way. I did a NATO tour years ago. And, man, that's a tough one. Very valuable. You mainly want Greenland as much for the minerals as the maritime rules on how far off the land you own the ocean. So that's a big deal. But what I was calling about was immigration. And, we throw a lot of rocks here in Middle Tennessee. How many people here that move here, I mean, there's a lot moving here every day. I'm a local, original, 8 generations, let's say. Who do they think built their house? And like when people come in, like you had a previous caller who was throwing rocks. He's into it with his sister. I wish you would ask him, who do you think built your house, sir? We're all culpable. Like in Wilson County where I live, Mount Juliet has a ordinance that says we will not be a sanctuary city. But yet their number one industry is construction. And I don't know if you've ever been to a construction site since the mid-'90s. I'd say your house was built by locals if it was pre-98, 97. But after that, it was most likely built by illegals. So we're, by all accounts, a sanctuary area because we employ, and it drives our labor costs down. So I'm all for immigration, but we're just as bad at it here as anywhere. Anybody that's booming in construction would know that. And so my plea is I know this is your platform, and I appreciate you letting me call in, is to just challenge the next guy who calls in complaining. Just say, who built your house? Do you know? What do you think? Do you think that illegals are you as close?
Well, let me talk to you about it for a minute. So, and I understand where you're coming from completely. I can disagree. I mean, you probably have a lot of Chinese products in your house. I have. I know I do.
Yeah.
I know I do too. I mean, I would challenge, and I've done this in the past, Jeff. I challenge everyone to go home and start turning stuff over and see where it's made. And a great amount of product inside of your home is going to be made in China. China, does that mean that I don't get to complain about communism?
No, not at all.
Right? Do you understand my point?
I do, but we got it right here at home. You know, we don't want to know how the sausage is made, is what it sounds like to me from the people that move in and just can't fathom that we're just as bad as some other areas, because this is where the construction's going on.
Well, here's the thing.
Guess who does that?
And I have said, when you break it down, and it's a longer monologue than I have time for now, and I wouldn't want to waste your time. But
of course.
Here's the deal. We all have ourselves to blame as to how we got into this situation. And the Republican Party allowed chambers of commerce to lead the way when it came to illegal immigration in their communities.
You just hit the nail on the head.
And they have to take responsibility for that too, just as much as the Democrats have to take responsibility for the fact that they want votes and they want voting blocks. So
I've got one last point, if you'll let me make it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think a lot of Americans in general, we don't understand the asylum rules either. It's constitutional for somebody to claim asylum. And so there's a lot of people here that are just waiting on their asylum dates.
Yeah, but Jeff, I don't mean to interrupt you there, but you just can't walk in, claim asylum, and you get free pass.
That's right. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, there's a process, and
but it's
and what
I think we need to undo that. We need to.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's in code. There's nothing in the Constitution about claiming asylum.
That's right. Okay, laws.
But it is a part of the law.
That asylum law.
Right. But the exploitation of the asylum law was insane during the Biden administration, and it was bad during Trump. It was a little bit worse than Obama, although Obama deported a lot of people. But yes, the individuals that were coming into the country learned to utilize the asylum loophole to their own advantage, and we need to close that loophole. There's no question about it. Now, as far as the amount of labor that we use in the United States of America, I would agree with you. That a significant or a decent amount of percentage of our labor is illegal alien labor. And I have called on a moratorium on all immigration into the United States of America, a clamp down of the border, legal and illegal, to get an assessment of the number of illegal people that are currently here. And that might necessarily create a labor shortage. It might not. Simultaneous to doing that, we have to create better structure to get people off of the welfare rolls, and able-bodied people need to go back, and we need to utilize those able-bodied American people in those labor roles. Well, they're not going to do that. Americans won't do those jobs. Well, let's find that out. The point is that I want to clean this up on the front end and suffer in the short term and have it demonstrated to me by the Chamber of Commerce that they have to have immigration policies that would allow them to bring in foreign sources of labor that they claim they need and they cannot get here in the United States of America. I want an American first hiring practice and policy. And if they can demonstrate that they absolutely have a need for those foreign sources of labor, then we can have a conversation about how to bring that above board and legalize it and make sure that these people are not sucking off the system, not utilizing welfare. I don't have a problem with workforce immigration and ownership sponsorship of immigration. But it needs to be done above board. And there are ways to do it. HB1 visas, there are ways to do that. So you're not wrong that there is a significant illegal alien labor force in the United States of America, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't fix it. And I would circle back to my analogy about the Chinese goods. Because I have Chinese products in my home, that doesn't mean that I can't be against communism. Now, you can claim that it's hypocritical. I try to eliminate the amount of Chinese goods that I have. It is a greater trade policy that creates that dynamic in my and every other home in America. 22 after the hour, Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Jerry and Stephen and Jonathan, not necessarily in that order. Scott from my new adopted hometown of Mount Pleasant as well. It's Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
I'm not going to tell you right now. You got to wait.
I have to wait with the rest of the class.
For 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Well, thereabouts 3 minutes. You never know with me. You know what? I'm going to go to break on time because I want to know about the story. How about that? See, you teased me like that. And there you go. Did y'all know that today is National Squirrel Appreciation Day?
I did not.
So I encourage you to find a nice tail and get cracking.
I bet you Miss Beasley would like to celebrate today.
There's some there's some nutty squirrels out there in that yard, boy. They're crazy. I got cats too, Ken.
I bet you Miss Beasley's gonna like that.
Let me tell you something. When we get this fence taken care of in the backyard, Mrs. Beasley and Munson, they are going to take care of the cat problem. I wouldn't say it's a cat problem. I've just noticed that there's two of them. There's an orange one and a black and white one.
Have you named them?
No, I'm not naming them.
An orange tabby.
Yeah, a little tabby cat and one of those like a gray and white mixy type thing. You want one?
No. What you could do, you could have, your dogs, Mrs. Weasley and Munson.
Thank you for saying it right. You see,
Little Munson.
you said it right. You didn't mean
And he was
to.
trying not to.
He was trying not to say it right.
Apologies for my confusion. Munford.
Yeah, Munford, right?
And then you could name the other the two cats, Mrs. Beasley and Munson.
Oh, I see what you were going for there. You want to start that one back from the beginning?
No.
You want to crank that one back up?
No, it's dead.
You want to rewind that one? Just start over. Yeah, I like it, though. I like what you were thinking. I like where you were going. The plan of action, the game plan, the play on the whiteboard was good. Execution, Carson Beck-esque. You just threw it right to the other team.
Old Munford.
Munson is the name you're looking
What
for.
are these cats doing, man? Are they?
They're just hanging.
Yeah.
Don't get cold.
And I felt a little bad for them, but cats can figure it out.
Cats
though.
are survivors, dude.
Yeah, man, they can figure it out. But I was warned. Henry, my neighbor across the street, said, there's some neighborhood cats that hang around. He's got dogs. My neighbor that I met today, Jeff, he's got dogs. They know I've got dogs. Everybody's got dogs around me, so we're all dog folk. And but
maybe they're friendly cats.
they don't seem feral. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I thunked on the window. You know how you do?
Right.
I saw him out there, and he run off.
Took off.
Oh, yeah, took off. So he didn't like that very much. Speaking of taking off, we got to take off for the news. A lot of you want to hold on, and I appreciate you. I'll get to as many as I can before we get into Nincompoops, and we'll get into Nincompoops after the real news. And the real news happens right now. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Matt Murphy and you, Nincompoops on the way momentarily. 4460 writes in, how about this, guys? Matt, I think you and E need a puppy for Radon Ranch. We're not calling it Radon Ranch.
I like Radon Ranch.
We're calling it Murphy-Lago.
Murphy-Lago.
Thank you, Ken Weaver. 2-1, Jackson. It's Murphy-Lago. But the point is this. I think you and E need a new puppy for Murphy-Lago. I'm fostering one right now. I named it Murphy. It's a little chubby. It's very loud. And it barked at Carson Beck all night last night during the national championship game. Let me know. And this poster has included a picture of young Murphy, 8 weeks old. Very, very, very cute. Very, very cute.
Little chubby puppy, huh?
Little chubby puppy. Come on. Who doesn't want to rub that belly?
Yeah, man.
Who doesn't want to
Little
rub that
puppy
belly?
bellies.
There's nothing like it in the world. Or those when their feet smell like Fritos.
Yes. Yeah.
Little
Well,
Frito-
actually, before they smell like Fritos.
Oh, no. I mean, and their little puppy breath, Ken.
You can't beat puppy breath.
You cannot beat it. Oh, I want to go get it. I'm not going to, but I want to. I got to get
You got to
Ms.
be careful now. Now you got all that room, man.
I know. I got to get Ms. Beasley and Munson settled first, and then we're going to talk. And then we're going to talk about that. I actually have somebody that said that they would take the orange tabby, but I don't know if it's somebody's cat or not. I mean, I've got to figure that out. I've got to figure out if it's
if
it's actually somebody's cat or what.
Like, you don't know where that cat's been.
I don't know where that cat's been. I'm not giving the cat away. I mean, the cat might be someone's cat. I don't know. I'm not giving the cat away.
Does it have a collar?
I've not been close enough to see, but I'm going to find out. I have not noticed when I've looked, but I'm on the lookout. Murph Alago. Thank you very much, 8378. All right, Scott, Jerry, Stephen, Jonathan, not necessarily in that order. Mike, if he holds on to 6:58 in the PM. We're getting to all of you, but y'all know what time it is. Just hang in there and enjoy as we play a little game we call Nincompoops in the News. Yeah, I won yesterday, fellas. I was the big old winner on a Tuesday edition of Nincompoops in the News.
That's way to go, Brother
Thank
Murphy.
you, Ken. I appreciate that. It was that lady that stole those Hershey's chocolates and a box of Maxi Pads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was $11.61 in items, and her bond is now at $15,000. So as the winner last evening and the reigning crown champion, Jackson's got the trophy. I got the crown. We split, but we're going to unify those. We're going to unify those titles this week with a unification round. And if a tie happens this week, we're going to play rock, paper, scissors to figure out who gets it.
Yeah.
My camera's back today.
Hey, good for you.
But
That's
somebody
good.
messed with it.
Uh-huh.
And now, did y'all ever see that show, Home Improvement?
I have, yes.
You know his neighbor, you never see his face?
Yeah.
Is that you now?
That is me now. And I think I'm going to keep it that way because I think it's kind of funny.
Oh, I got to go look.
Oh, brother Jackson, people have to see you, man.
Yeah, people want to see that pretty face of yours.
They see the hat.
I mean, let me just give a look. I'm looking at it right now. What is going on with that?
I'm Wilson from Home Improvement.
You are. I mean, I can't even see your eyeballs. I just see the SNL 50 hat. That's pretty good. All right, let us go. I'm going to go first, fellas, because I'm worried that somebody's found my story.
All righty.
It is out of Aventura, Florida, where surveillance video obtained by Local 10 News shows a beef thief stuffing steak and brisket down his pants at a South Florida supermarket. It all happened at Kosher Kingdom, which is located at 3017 Northeast 199th Street in Aventura. And the store's owner has not yet, but wants to, apprehend the suspect. Owner Phil Einhorn said, "Meat prices are going to continue to go up, but that's not us raising it. It's the whole industry. And our margins are very, very tiny." Well, one thing that wasn't tiny, this guy's pants. You see, they were Einhorn now. They were big, big pants. You know, I think those pants, they were like made for stealing. They're blocked at the bottom so nothing goes through. Videos shows a store employee walking by, then the suspect shoving nearly $100 of cowboy steak into his pants. He also stole a bottle of wine. Like the entire meal. He came over here and looked around to see if anyone was looking, and then, according to the surveillance video, he shoved it right in his pants. Eventually, he gave the steak back. We were shocked. That's why when he gave the back one steak, I thought, okay, I got it back, what he stole, and then we found out there was this thing in his pants. It was unbelievable. It was shocking, according to Einhorn. They ended up going across the street to Publix because employees chased the suspect out of the store. One of the employees was on break, saw the rest of the stuff that he had, brisket, wine. He called the cops and got everything back. He ran off after he got the stuff back. By the time the cops got there, he was gone, but they got all the property back. But here's the thing, y'all. They can't. This stuff's been down that dude's pants.
Yeah.
They can't, put it back on the shelves.
Well, they could as long as nobody's looking.
Well, it is steak. I mean, I'm certain that it's packaged properly.
Was the package breached?
According to this story, I do not know, Ken. I don't know if it was breached or not. But Einhorn wants everyone to know that we want to let people know that you can't just come in here and steal.
No, sir.
It's not right.
No.
We're a family business.
Yes, sir.
We're trying to make it. We're 3 generations in, and we're just giving it a go. That's Mr. Einhorn with this local grocery store. And the gentleman that was shoving large meat items down his britches,
Yeah.
he's a nincompoop.
Yes, sir.
Jackson?
Yo.
It occurs to me that Bell K is headless and you're just head. So, you put you two together and you make a whole human.
One person.
Uh-huh.
You ready for me to do my nincompoop?
I am. I'm ready.
Brother Weaver, you want to go next?
I'll go whenever you boys want me to.
Brother Weaver, you go ahead.
All right. This is out of Holyoke, Massachusetts. 2 local police unions want City Councilor Israel Rivera ousted after his racial slur-laden arrest last month. Police said Rivera drove onto a sidewalk because, as he put it, there was nowhere else to go. Officers reported smelling alcohol, said Rivera's speech was slurred and that his eyes were glassy. Said he admitted coming from the Wyckoff Country Club where he told police he had just 2 drinks. Well, Rivera failed portions of the field sobriety tests, repeatedly referenced his position as a city councilor, asked for discretion, even offering to walk home. Officers also reported that Rivera asked them to, quote, work with him, then added, that's fine, I'll just cut the budget. Everyone else, named some former city councilors and even the sheriff, gets a pass, but I don't. Police said Rivera became agitated, yelled, hit his head against a cruiser door, shouted profanities, and used racial slurs. This is a sitting city councilor, boys.
Oh, no.
He told officers, quote, you know who the F I am? I'm not a regular N-word. And later, I'm the one that makes your effing budget N-word. Rivera added that he would cut the shot spotter alert system. Ooh. Also complained the state police were handling the stop instead of city police, then said, Holyoke officers don't effing work. Officers additionally reported Rivera claimed a close relationship with the mayor and the police chief. Reminds me of Doyle Hargraves in Sling Blade. I'm friends with Chief J.D. Shellnut. Get the hell out! They filed a formal ethics complaint and requested body camera footage after concerns raised with city officials went unanswered, noting Holyoke does not have its own municipal ethics commission. He's still a sitting city councilor.
Wait a minute. He's going to sit on the council dais after all of this? He's just going to sit there and act like nothing happened?
Yeah, city officials say they have no mechanism for removal.
Well, who's the nincompoop? I think the whole gang of them are nincompoops.
It might be the entire city council.
Good gracious.
But it's definitely City Councilman Israel Rivera. Don't you know who he is?
Don't you know who I am?
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me. Hey, every drunk that's ever been arrested for DUI only had 2 drinks.
I just a couple.
Let me tell you, every police officer I've ever spoken with, they say that if they ask you if you've been drinking tonight and you say 2 drinks,
you're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
Well, yeah.
You're going to jail. Because you're always lying.
And you're probably going to jail even if you don't say it.
Yeah, that's probably true. Jackson.
Ready for my nincompoop?
You're a nincompoop, sir.
Florida Keys boat captain accused of selling kilos cocaine he allegedly found at sea.
Well,
I just found it.
It floats.
A 65-year-old Florida Keys boat captain was arrested Monday after deputies say he was allegedly selling kilos of drugs that he, quote-unquote, found at sea.
Mm-hmm.
Following an investigation led by the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, deputies say they nabbed Bradford Todd Picarello and seized 23 kilos.
Wait, what's his name again? Munford what?
Bradford Todd Picarello.
Munford.
Picarello.
Wife's name Weasley.
And they seized 23 kilos of cocaine, his 38-foot vessel, $8,000 in cash.
That's a lot of kilos.
And a .40 caliber handgun.
Oh, well, you got to protect your kilos.
Hey, he just found it, boys.
He just found all that stuff.
The investigation ended Monday when undercover Sheriff's Office Special Operations detectives purchased a kilo of cocaine from Picarello for $10,000 and placed him under arrest.
I don't think you're saying that guy's name right.
Picarello was subsequently booked into the Monroe County Sheriff's Office.
It's a game we used to play when we were kids.
on counts of trafficking cocaine, selling cocaine, and possessing, you guessed it, cocaine.
Who wants to play Picarello? Oh, I do.
That's Pictionary.
Parcheesi.
Lemon
That's pretty good.
squeezy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So he's a cop, right?
No.
He's a boat captain.
Oh,
No,
he's a boat captain. Okay.
Boat captain.
That's
Not a captain, a boat captain.
just a boat captain.
You know,
out there.
but look, every jackass with a boat and a hat's a boat captain.
Well,
so.
that's true. I tell you what, boys, there might be a lot of cocaine floating around out there.
You never know.
I mean, look what
Hey, my former co-host in Birmingham,
Yeah.
she lived in Miami when she was growing up, Coral Gables, and her brother found a big old bale of dope just off the coast just floating around. I said, what'd he do with it, Valerie? You know what she said?
What?
Smoked it.
I'd have left that alone.
No, man, that's good stuff. That's that Cuban stuff.
Yeah, somebody gonna come knocking on your door.
I would encourage you to vote for me for Nincompoops in the News. Remember, that was a good story. He stuffed meat down his pants. You could also vote for Jackson or Ken, 615-737-9986. We'll get to your calls momentarily. I promise we'll get right to you on Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Vote Ken Weaver.
Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Hey, Mike, you got an hour to go. Mike's got an hour to go. He gets a minute. Let's see if that. And I'm being accused of crawdadding, crawfishing.
What's that?
It's apparently backing up on this issue of no Mike until February the 2nd. Because I said if he held until 6:58, he could have the last minute of the show.
I'm going to just guess what's going to happen.
I'm crawdadding. I think they said crawfishing. We used to call it crawdadding.
Well, that's because they go backwards.
That's exactly right. You back it up. Back it up. What's that, Jackson?
He's going to call you a communist.
Okay. All right. Well, he's going to have to wait an hour to do it. And if he hangs up, the deal is off.
I'd like to eat a whole bunch of crawdads.
I never care. It's too much work, man. I don't think anybody likes crawdads. I think they just do it because everybody goes, ooh, you eat crawdads.
Well, you never get full on them, man. I mean, you can eat a big old mess of them.
You don't, you suck the head there, Ken?
Yes, sir. I don't waste a bit of it.
Oklahoma folk. Oklahoma.